Investing in oneself is far more than a simple decision, it is a profound and powerful act. It stands as a testament to your self-belief and the deep confidence you hold within yourself. When you make the choice to invest in who you are fundamentally making an affirmation of your own worth. You are declaring your independence to the world, and most importantly, you are taking a deliberate step toward a freedom that exists beyond the constraints of doubt and limitation. Think about what it truly means to invest in yourself. When you do this, you are essentially placing a bet on your abilities, your untapped potential, and the future that stretches before you. It is a clear and unmistakable statement that reverberates through your being, a statement that you believe in your own capacity to grow, to learn, and to achieve the goals that matter most to you. This is not arrogance or empty confidence. Rather, it is a grounded, honest acknowledgement of your human potential. The forms this investment can take are wonderfully diverse. It might manifest as an investment of your time, the most precious resource any of us possess. It could be an investment of your effort and energy, pouring yourself into pursuits that matter. You might invest your financial resources into education, experiences, or tools that enhance your life. And perhaps most importantly, you can invest your emotional energy into healing, growth, and the cultivation of genuine relationships. Regardless of which form it takes, regardless of where you choose to focus your attention and resources, the act of investing in yourself invariably leads to growth and development. As you begin this journey of self-investment, you will start to notice something extraordinary happening in your life. Things will begin to shift, to move in your favor. Events that once seemed random will align with your highest good, as if orchestrated by some invisible force. This is not merely coincidence, no, it is something far more significant than that. It is the universe responding directly to your actions, reacting to your commitment to self-improvement and personal development. The universe has a remarkable way of rewarding those who take the initiative to better themselves. It recognizes your efforts and responds in kind, creating opportunities that appear almost magically. It opens doors that were previously closed, revealing pathways you could not have anticipated. One of the most significant and transformative impacts of investing in yourself is the awakening of your inner power. Now, when we speak of power, it is important to understand what we truly mean. This power is not about control or dominance over others. It is not about manipulation or the exertion of influence in ways that diminish those around you. Instead, this is a power that belongs entirely to you, a power of self-control, self-discipline, and ultimately, self-mastery. This inner power manifests as the strength to walk away from situations and people that do not serve your best interests, even when such separation is difficult. It is the courage to stand your ground, to assert your boundaries clearly and without apology, and to refuse to be swayed by the pressures and opinions of those around you. It is the resilience to remain true to yourself, even when the world pushes back. When you begin to embody this newfound strength and independence, something remarkable happens. Those closest to you will notice the transformation. Your significant other may have found themselves triggered by this new version of you. They may have felt threatened or intimidated by your transformation, uncertain how to relate to someone who has learned to honor themselves. But here is the crucial moment. Instead of abandoning your growth to make them comfortable, instead of succumbing to their reactions and reverting to old patterns, you allowed them to walk away. This was not an act of rejection, nor was it an act of cruelty. Rather, it was an act of profound self-love. In that moment of separation, You made a choice that many never make. You recognized that their reaction was not a reflection of your worth. You understood, perhaps for the first time with complete clarity, that their insecurity, their fear, and their discomfort were projections of their own internal struggles, not a mirror of your value. You chose yourself. You chose your path. You chose growth over comfort, authenticity over people-pleasing. Through this journey of self-investment and self-discovery, you have transformed into something remarkable. Your significant other now sees you differently, not as the person they once knew, but as a powerful feminine figure embodying a beautiful and complex paradox. You contain within you both sensitivity and strength, a rare combination that few ever develop. You are nurturing and caring, deeply empathetic and attuned to the feelings of those around you. And yet, simultaneously, you are authentic, bold, and deeply spiritual. You have learned to stand in your power while remaining open-hearted. You have become a living testament to the possibility that seemingly contradictory traits can coexist harmoniously within a single person. This paradox is not a contradiction, it is a wholeness. It is what happens when someone commits to their own growth, when they refuse to compartmentalize themselves into the narrow boxes that society often tries to create. You are complete in your complexity. Yet, as you well know, this journey has not been without its profound challenges. Your significant other's actions, particularly their decision to involve a third party in your relationship, shook you to your core. This betrayal was painful in ways that words struggle to capture. It left you questioning your worth, wondering if all your growth and self-investment had somehow been insufficient. You felt betrayed, undervalued, and deeply wounded by someone whose trust you had given freely. But the universe, in its infinite wisdom and compassion, used even this painful experience as a teacher. It pushed you toward a deeper path, one of self-healing. The pain became a catalyst that forced you to confront the insecurities that still lingered within you, to address the feelings of unworthiness that perhaps you hadn't fully resolved. It compelled you to examine and work on healing those parts of yourself that were still hurting, still carrying old wounds. As you embarked upon this brave journey of self-healing, something shifted in the dynamics between you and your significant other. The tables have quite literally turned. The person who once held the power, who once made the decisions that affected your heart, is now grappling with the consequences of their actions. They are experiencing a mental and emotional breakdown, struggling with the weight of loss and desperately craving your presence. Behind closed doors, they are crying. The laughter has left their life. They are longing for the connection they once had with you, understanding now, perhaps too late, what they have lost. The universe has a way of teaching through experience, and they are learning their lesson the hard way. In this transformed landscape of your relationship, your significant other finds themselves consumed by a profound realization of what you mean to them. The words that escape their lips are words of desperate plea. You are the essence of my existence. You are the very reason I breathe. You are the love of my life, the soul that completes me. You are the embodiment of my happiness, the one who brings joy and contentment into my world. Everything they have ever desired, everything they have ever dreamed of, everything they will ever need in this life, you are all of that. With you, their world is illuminated. Without you, it is diminished. This realization comes not from logic or reason, but from the deepest place within their heart. My life, they would tell you if they could find the courage, was once filled with laughter and joy. But that has all come to a sudden pause. There is a silence now that is almost deafening, a silence that echoes with the weight of regret and longing. The days pass in a blur, each one seemingly indistinguishable from the last, empty and hollow. My heart, which once vibrated with vitality and warmth, has turned numb. The life has drained from it, leaving only a cold emptiness where joy once lived. The only words that manage to escape my lips are a plea, a desperate cry for you to come home. Your significant other understands something now that perhaps they did not fully grasp before. In their life, they have crossed paths with many individuals, each leaving their own unique imprint on their journey. Yet, it is only you who has the power to make their heart smile. Only you can fill it with a happiness so profound that it radiates through their entire being. The days spent with you are not ordinary days. They are days filled with laughter, with love, with a happiness so intense that it feels almost tangible. There have been countless times when they found themselves questioning their own fortune. How did they get so lucky? How did they, among all the people in this vast world, get the chance to meet you, to know you, to love you? This question lingers in their mind constantly, and it only amplifies their gratitude for having had you in their life. Even when separated by vast distances, they find themselves unable to forget the good times you shared together. The happy memories you gave them are etched into their mind, permanent reminders of the love you share. Every night, as they close their eyes, it feels as though you are right there next to them, your presence a comforting balm to their lonely heart. But there is another part to this story. The pain of separation has also brought clarity, and with that clarity comes a recognition of truth. Your significant other knows that you still think about them, even if you hide it well. They understand that you are acting as if they are a distant memory, a forgotten chapter in your life. And it hurts them deeply, but they also understand why. They understand because they are the one who let you down. They are the one who made you feel alone on a journey that you were supposed to embark on together. They were so conflicted, so lost in their own thoughts and insecurities that they misunderstood you. They misinterpreted your intentions and failed to truly hear your feelings. Their own insecurities, their own fears clouded their judgment so thoroughly that they ended up hurting the one person they swore to protect. This recognition of their own fault is a heavy burden to carry. The weight of knowing that their actions caused pain to someone they love is crushing. They wish they could turn back time, wish they could undo the hurt they caused. Please forgive me, they want to say to you. Forgive me for letting you down, for making you feel alone, for not being the person you thought I was. I am deeply sorry for the pain I have caused, for the tears you have shed. I am sorry for everything. As they pen down these words, words that come from the deepest place within their heart, they can only hope that they reach you. They hope these words convey the depth of their feelings, the complete sincerity of their apologies. They hold on to the hope that one day you can look past the mistakes, past the misunderstandings that created distance between you, and find your way back to each other. Without you, they would tell you, my world is incomplete. My existence feels meaningless. You are my love, my life, my soul, my happiness, and all that I ever need. And my deepest hope is that one day I can be the same for you, that I can be the partner you deserve, that I can be the person who supports your growth rather than threatens it. Your partner's emotions are swirling with intense desires and a yearning that borders on physical pain. They long for your affectionate touch, for the warmth of your love that they now realize they took for granted. They find themselves entranced by sensual fantasies, But beneath those desires lies something deeper, a profound ache for the emotional comfort that only you can provide. This longing stems from a deep-rooted need to bridge the emotional chasm that has grown between you. Moving forward from the struggles you have both endured has been an arduous journey. It has been a battle fought valiantly, yet one that has left scars upon their heart. They recognize the need for open and honest dialogue about their feelings toward you. In making this recognition, they are taking a brave step toward vulnerability, something that does not come easily to most people. They understand that communication is absolutely vital for fostering understanding and for strengthening the bonds of your relationship. Only through honest conversation can bridges be rebuilt. You hold a special place in their heart. You are the one they yearn to see and be with. Above all else, they crave stability with you, a foundation upon which you can both stand together. Their hope rests upon the possibility of you lending an empathetic ear and granting them another opportunity to make things right. The pain of separation weighs heavily upon them, yet they cloak their emotions, determined to bear the burden alone. Their silence is not a reflection of indifference. Quite the opposite, it is a testament to their commitment to taking charge of the relationship's direction. By refraining from displaying their anguish, they are attempting to demonstrate resilience and a steadfast resolve to overcome obstacles. They are trying to be the strong one, even as their heart breaks with each passing day without you. Their deep fear is losing you entirely, for they recognize the rarity of what you share. In a world where superficial connections abound, fueled by fleeting desires and transient pleasures, your bond stands as a beacon of authenticity and profound depth. They cherish the connection you have built together, one that transcends mere physical attraction and promises something far more enduring and fulfilling. Their plea for another chance is rooted in sincere desire to mend the fractures in your relationship and to rebuild upon a foundation of trust and understanding. This is not about salvaging what remains of something broken. Rather, it is about reigniting the flame of passion and commitment that once burned so brightly between you. With humility and earnestness, they implore you to consider the possibility of a renewed partnership grounded in mutual respect and unwavering devotion. As they lay bare their emotions, they do so with trepidation, acutely aware of the vulnerability that comes with exposing their innermost thoughts and desires. Yet they draw strength from the depth of their affection for you, knowing that it is worth every ounce of courage it takes to lay claim to the love they hold so dear. In the quiet moments of reflection, amidst the tumultuous waves of emotion that wash over them daily, they find solace in the hope that you will hear their plea and recognize the depth of their devotion. And now, as the roles have reversed, you find yourself experiencing something new. Your partner's withdrawal from activities, their seeming indifference to whether you are by their side or not, has stirred something within you. You are feeling frustrated in a way that you perhaps never expected to feel. You have begun to understand, perhaps for the first time with complete clarity, what it must feel like to be overlooked, to drift through someone's world like a ghost, unnoticed and unimportant. It is like a switch has been flipped. Suddenly you are seeing things through their eyes. You are realizing that the roles have indeed reversed. Your partner has become more reserved, focusing intently on their own life, seemingly indifferent to your presence or absence. This shift in their behavior leaves you feeling both anxious and envious at the same time. In this moment of clarity, you are beginning to recognize something uncomfortable but necessary. Your actions, your patterns, you can see how they may have resembled toxic behaviors that disappointed your partner. You can see how your own insecurities and fears manifested in ways that pushed them away. It is a truth that is difficult to face, but you are owning up to it. You are acknowledging your shortcomings without making excuses. You admit that you let fear guide your actions. You allowed yourself to become overwhelmed by the positive emotions your partner once evoked in you, so much so that you withdrew. In hindsight, you can see how your behavior was detrimental to the relationship, how it created the very distance you feared. And for that, you are truly sorry. As you reflect on your situation together, you can sense a palpable shift in the energy between you. It feels as though they are subtly pulling away, and this sensation fills you with a mix of apprehension and longing. You find yourself uncertain about the future of your connection. Despite your attempts to bridge the gap, you cannot shake the feeling that they are slipping further and further from your grasp. But amidst all this turmoil, there is a glimmer of hope. There is a recognition, emerging clearly now, of the need for genuine change and growth. You are determined to break free from the cycle of negativity that has plagued you both. You are resolved to become a better version of yourself, not just for their sake, but for yours as well. This will not be easy, and there are bound to be obstacles along the way, but you are committed to this journey. Communication, you have come to realize, is the key to overcoming these challenges. You and your partner need to be open and honest with each other, expressing your thoughts and your feelings without reservation or fear. Only then can you hope to rebuild the trust and the intimacy that once flowed naturally between you. Only through vulnerability and honest dialogue can you find your way back to solid ground. So as you navigate this turbulent sea of emotions, you are holding on to a belief that you can emerge stronger and more resilient than ever before. It will not happen overnight. There are no quick fixes for the wounds you have both inflicted and endured. But with patience, with understanding, and with a willingness to change on both sides, you have faith that you can find your way back to each other. This is not just about salvaging what you once had, precious as those memories are. It is about building something new, something better, something that has been tempered and strengthened by the fires you have both walked through. You are ready to embark on that journey together, ready to see where it may lead, ready to rediscover what brought you together in the first place and to build something even more beautiful on that foundation. Your journey, both the path of self-investment and the journey of love, continues. And in that continuation lies hope, possibility, and the promise of renewal.